winter camping. Kinda. I say kinda because that's not a hot tent. And I really don't have any gear to go winter camping, so you know that that ice hut in my head so much bigger, because normally all I've got in there is a chair and a hole in the ice. And I brought Miss Lady's dad's old cot, which I've never set up. And I brought 2 tripods and 2 regular chairs. I figure might as well get some use out of this ice fishing gear, since now we're sitting at about -1. And the feels like is -3. And if we're lucky, we're going down to -8 tonight. That is not the kind of temperatures that are going to freeze up those rivers, lakes, and tributaries to the point where I want to get out on there and start ice fishing. Going down to -8 is probably half decent for me because I am thoroughly unprepared. Preemptive, premature. That ice hut in my head, so much bigger. We'll get everything set up in the tent, and then we're gonna have to go get some wood, because I never did get back to stocking up that lean-to, and I'll just fill the sled up with a bunch of wood, and Robert shall be your uncle. All right, we're losing daylight. I'd like to, since I got the quad, run out and check those extra trail cams that I never got to last time because I went into the river. We'll see. After we get set up, we'll see if we still have daylight. Holy crap, this is tiny. I don't even know if you guys can see. Okay. Oh, I see. Holy jeez. Okay, boys and girls, I don't know if I'm going to have the room in here.
One might start to wonder, what's with this guy and beds in a tent?
Oh my god. Let's see. If I get in. Man. Oh my god. Yeah. But in my head, I was like, oh, I'll have, you know, the cot over here. I'll have a couple of chairs over there that I can, like, you know, read a book or whatever. I'm worried about the cot. It's pushing so far up to the edges of the tent. I'm worried about it puncturing the tent, because then, you know, this thing becomes a piece of junk. And there's no way I can get the Mr. Buddy heater in here. And I've got a 10 degrees Celsius sleeping bag, minimum rated. It's supposed to go down to -8, which wouldn't be a problem if I had a heater, but I basically have a boot from the edge of the cot to the edge of the tent. So I don't know if we're skunked or if we just keep on keeping on, you know? Simple Woods Life. That's the name of this channel, boyos. And I've been screwing around for so long trying to figure this out that we're losing too much light to go and even check the trail cams now, so we could check them tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. You know what? Worst case scenario, we say, F it. Maybe we can't even start a fire. Who knows? Let's keep going. So I figure if I put a bunch of logs in there, that'll help as a base maybe. I don't even know. We can get something going here, but we'll do kind of a log cabin teepee, you know? Woo! That's just a lovely coal base. Put our potato in there. I'm kind of judging this half hour by half hour. on whether or not I'm going to stick it out for the night. Got the potato down. I'm building up the fire on the other side to cook the sausage. The temperature is dropping a lot. They were talking about it's going down to -8 tonight. It's 7:30 and it's -5. The snow that's falling is very fine, and I'd swear for about 20 minutes there, it was actually kind of freezing rain, not snow. So I don't have the right sleeping bag. I don't have the opportunity to put a heater in there. I really want to do this because I'm having a blast. But I'm sorry, man. Safety first. All the more reason for me to find a good hot tent and do this again properly. It would be a damn shame if I left the campsite, but it would also be a damn shame if I tried to use a jigsaw to cut a tree down. You know what I'm saying? Right tools for the right job. Anywho, let that potato bake, and we're just going to enjoy the solitude of the woods. Go from there. Snow's not stopping, so I might as well stack this up a touch, eh? Not looking for a neat stack here. I'm more looking for keeping the wood out of the elements. All right. Gonna be using our trusty old, I don't know what you call it, burger flippy hippy dippy for the sausage. We're about another 20 minutes in, and this is straight. Well, it's not straight, but it's, I'd say 50% freezing rain, 50% snow. So we'll keep going. I'm not quite sure what that's gonna do when I'm trying to toast my bun, but we'll see what's what. Still though, it's so lovely. We're still -5, and that's good. That's good. And I guess that's why we're not deciding whether or not we're going to be rain or we're going to be snow. We got a big gust of wind, and all the treetops came down. So that was refreshing. We're on an hour and a half, and that baked potato is still pretty darn solid. I'm gonna give up, and I'm gonna put the sausage on. I might need to encourage this. Our butcher's got a farm, and I mean, to keep up with demand, he uses other farms, but you know, you could ask him anytime, like, where's that chicken from? And he'd tell you. But he's got his own, when he does, what do you call it there? Like organic beef, grass-fed, the whole 9 yards. That's from him. I love the way he puts it, right? They got a wonderful life out in the fields, and they just have one bad day. And I believe this boar is from him, his farm. And when I was in there, a bunch of them had had it for lunch, and they were like, dude, you gotta try this. And I'd said, well, funny enough, I'm going camping. So pack me up one. And here we are. Boar, apple, and sage. So sausage.
Oula friggin' la.
That's French for sausage. I'm very, very worldly. Miss Lady bought me this spork, and I think she did it as a joke. Joke's on her, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it just fine. Well, folks, let me give you an update. We're back up again in terms of temperature. We're like -2. -5, we're getting ice pellets. -2, we're getting snow. -3, -4, we're getting both. It's incessant. My bun got soaked from the snow. Doesn't matter, because I cooked the living crap out of that sausage. My potato is...
A little dry, it's fine.
That was my potato. To be honest with you, I'm torn. I'm like, hey, you know, put your thermals on, crawl into your sleeping bag, and tough it out. But then the other part of me is like, dude, that's not why you're out here. This is supposed to be a wonderful, magical, relaxing, enjoyable moment. But there's nothing wrong with testing your limits. But like testing your limits because you're acting the fool and you didn't come prepared, there's no merit in that. I don't know, man. Also, this spork wouldn't even pick up a sausage. So I guess the joke's on me. So, you know what? We're going to try this with some beans or some rice or maybe some cereal. And the snow / sleet / rain / ice pellets, it won't stop. Clearly, we're going to have to find ourselves a hot tent and some kind of a wood stove to figure out the winter camping. Fire's lovely, though. Isn't that what matters? We're having a lovely evening in the woods. We're -6 now. Yeah, I'm unprepared for winter camping. I had a great sleep last night. Unfortunately, it was in my bed. Quad ride of shame, about 11 o'clock, into the shower. It got down so cold that it just wasn't a smart move to make. But, I mean, on top of the fact that I completely destroyed dinner. You got yourself a pretty decent evening. But the birds are out. The birds are back. These little chickadees. I guess they never left, but they're back. But now that we have a little bit more daylight, let me see if I can show you what the big problem was last night. Because in my mind, this tent was 3 times the size. Granted, it's pretty hard to see in there. But even with the windows open, she's a dark one. But that's the cot. And the cot is going edge to edge. That's the chair that I thought I'd have 2 or 3 of them out in. And the problem with the cot is it's poking out the edge here. So I was worried about, you know, would I be doing any damage to the tent? It's not some, you know, monumental, amazing tent, but there's a red squirrel. He's knocking all the trees. It's not some monumental tent, but it's my tent, and I don't want to damage it. So I thought what we could do is go check the trail cams that we didn't get last time. We'll pack the stuff up, and we'll try again next time. You know, maybe next time we'll camp with the proper gear. I'm crying out loud. Let's go check those trail cams. Considering a week ago it was -20, this is absolutely beautiful. Right now it's about -3. All that snow we had fallen. I don't want to say breathtaking, but man, it is. Like, you look through the trees and every branch captures this great weight. And I don't even know how to talk about it without sounding like an utter fool. But just the different shapes, the different dimensions, same structures here, but weighed down by the snow and then volume added to them with the weight of the snow and just the mass of the snow. It's absolutely beautiful, and it brings out some of the trunks so much better. This birch down in here, all ravaged. And everything is so quiet, and I love that winter quiet, that winter solitude, you know? I adore it. Well, we're a good foot deep anyway. They're talking about freezing rain. We've got a freezing rain warning, another warning. Got a foot of snow. Nobody said boo about that, but this freezing rain warning is all over the... I don't care. The weather's gonna be what the weather is, you know? I'm pretty bummed about last night's camping, but at the same time, I'm pretty stoked that with the right tools, it's that easy. And whether or not I have to snowshoe out or pull the quad, sled, cot, some cooking gear, chair, proper tent, proper stove, I'd warn a guess that it's substantially easier in terms of gear than the way I summer camp. Because when I summer camp, I want to have all of the accoutrements. Was it a winter camp? I mean, I set up a tent, I did have a cot, I tried to cook, I was out in the freezing, the night was had, the fire was burned, and in the morning I packed everything up and moved away. And if I wasn't such an honest cat and showed you that middle bit, you'd have been like, hey, kudos for camping, brah. Another gray day. I cannot see any clouds. I only see one, maybe it's one cloud. Anyway, friends, that's it, that's all. This is Jay from Simple Woods Life, reminding ya, if you're gonna do something, do it properly, or suffer the consequences. I am the poster boy for not paying attention, it would seem. That Simple Woods Life keeps eluding me. Everything's very difficult. I don't know, what are you gonna do? Woo!